Time's up. Let's do this.
The advantage going into this game.
I am guessing that if Druid manages to get his removals, which has happened already, actually, he can just ramp into his so many threats in the late game, and then just wait out until Hunter runs out of steam. And at the moment, ChongGEr is down to 15 health, and lots of threats still in store by WaningMoon. Ancient of Lore has come out again for him, his second Ancient of Lore, and yeah.
Right, and here we have the Hunter with just the Savannah Hymen on the board. There's some of the options that he could actually use to play here is the kill command. I like to see him use the kill command up against the 5/5, using the 6/5 to knock into the 1/1 effectively. Also able to play the Eaglehorn Bow. You could also flip this around and use Eaglehorn Bow to kill the 1/1, but generally up against Druid, you don't really want to drop your HP below 15. Looking at the awesome combo of the Force of Nature Savage Roar, by itself, raw damage is just about 14. So Flare is going to be used here by ChongGEr, and it seems like he's going to get himself a Web Spinner. Web Spinner is pretty fantastic. Hopefully he gets a good card from that. So kill command is going to be used to kill the 5/5. I think he's also going to use Hero Power, just to deal some damage on WaningMoon and just to run everything else directly in the direction. Pretty good stuff. WaningMoon drops to 19 so far.
Yep, so the health has sort of stabilized for both of them, and of course Savannah Hymen is still active for ChongGEr, and he does still have Loatheb and Sludge Belcher in hand, so that's going to provide some decent defense. Unless, of course, Keeper of the Grove is already in the hand of WaningMoon. That would just ruin that.
Right, and once again we do apologize for the cut in the beginning of this series, because we were using ChongGEr as the bottom half of this board. Unfortunately, his connection is just very bad, and also there's a lot of serious discoloration, so we decided to switch WaningMoon around, and it seems like WaningMoon is slightly better off in terms of connection. First time around, man, Katips, Philippines connection outshining the rest in Southeast Asia.
First time. And yeah, so it's we're just waiting on WaningMoon to make his move. Wrath is gonna go down for the Savannah Hymen. 1 damage there for the card draw. I think WaningMoon trying to fish for something. And thinking about his next play.
Yep, I've also realized WaningMoon is actually quite a rope burner.
Yes. Although, I mean, he really, if you watch him play in person, he really considers absolutely everything. As he's also a former StarCraft 2 player, so lots of APM in the thinking and in the looking at the cards and the card totals. I mean, it's a good habit to have. You do have the full 90 seconds per turn. Make the most out of it. It's not a crime to think about your moves. So, yeah.
Awesome, and here we have what looks like a possible good situation here for ChongGEr. 14 health already. Sludge Belcher gonna come out here quickly just to protect WaningMoon a little bit. Also, we're gonna see the Keeper of the Grove landing that Moonfire on the 2/2. So down goes the Hyena, and we're now gonna be looking at the 5/5 and the 2/1 on the board.
Yep, so Silence gonna go down. Oh, sorry, 2 damage gonna go down from Keeper of the Grove. Orbital Bombardment on the Hyena. And, I don't know. Should you play? I mean, of course I'm gonna say it's a good play for Sludge Belcher. I could go Sludge Belcher into Leok.
Is that already Leok, or it's just the Anime Companion?
Oh no, I'm just hoping that it's Leok, just to give additional +1s.
Right.
I mean, that would be the best outcome, I think. Or he could also go Eaglehorn Bow. I mean, 2 charges in that, even though without any secrets, is still pretty good.
It's just a tad more expensive than the Fiery War Axe, but still it's got the ability to just regenerate charges based on the secrets that were procced. So here we have substantial damage killing the slime, and the 2-1 just going for face. WaningMoon looks like he might just drop the first game here.
Losing Druid, I think, is very critical. They were saying in the chat that whoever wins with Hunter first is gonna win the series. But Hunter definitely not as strong as before without the card draw from Starving Buzzard. I think it's a lot more balanced now. The new Hunter, the new mid-range Hunter. But it's still pretty strong. I mean, it's still very dependent on whether or not you get your good cards.
Right, so here comes the second Sludge Belcher for WaningMoon. And the 2-4 looking like he might just want to run that into the 3-5, but here comes also the Shade of Nextrama, so seems like he's looking to build up some board momentum. And it's pretty crucial that Sludge Belcher goes away before any other problems arise here. WaningMoon is only at 12 health, and if he runs Healing Touch, he should still be able to, you know, regain control of this game. If not, it would just look like ChongGEr is pretty well on the way to win this series.
Yeah, absolutely right. So the task now is to get past that Sludge Belcher and deal as much damage as possible. Let's see how WaningMoon is going to play out the rest of his turn. As he said, Rope Burning action. Shade of Nexramus could be crucial for the next few turns. Okay, Freezing Trap now for ChongGEr. I definitely want to play that. I mean, no loss in playing that.
I think he should start the clock by using hero power. And therefore I will not play the Freezing Trap.
Okay. Although he did not play Buzzard, so I'm expecting that he's going to play Freezing Trap and hero power.
Yeah, no Buzzard with a Misha. Oh god, that's just not what you want, I think.
Yeah. Now to get past the 3-5. It's gonna sacrifice Lotheb. I think it's safe to sacrifice maybe the Leper Gnome for the Ooze. And then use own attack against the 2-1. That way, if Nexramus decides to attack, he can possibly Freezing Trap it.
Yep, sounds pretty fine. Steady Shot will start the clock once again. And it seems like WaningMoon's dropping all the way down to 8 health. With no possible out, it seems like he might just play Alexstrasza here, just to get himself back to 15.
So nice, interesting tech card. That's gonna come in very timely for him to play Alexstrasza in a Druid deck. Not a common build. But I think, as you said, it's quite necessary at this moment. Drop an 8-8 on the board and bring yourself back up to 15. So thinking about it, I mean, that's a solid option. 8-8 body on the board. Not something to sneeze at. Although there is Freezing Trap. He has to find a way how to fish for it. So he's going to go with your play. Alexstrasza, bringing WaningMoon up to 15.
Yep.
And ChongGEr does not quite have enough.
Oh, he plays the Buzzard now. It draws one card, and that would be Web Spinner. Why not draw another card? And that would be... Man, I can't even see that. Hunter's Mark, wow!
So lucky.
Right, big draw there for him.
And not enough, not quite enough damage to... Well, enough damage to be a threat, definitely. But he definitely want to get rid of the 8-8. I think with Freezing Trap in play, he can afford to Hunter's Mark and attack with the Sludge Belcher. And they'll deal 4 damage plus hero power for 6. Yep, so he's going to go exactly for that. Ooze is going to... he has 2 turns left at him, unless WaningMoon puts out more defense. because there's going to be freezing trap and there's going to be ooze. There's also a Misha. So for it didn't. It was blending into the background, yellow and yellow in this low color palette. So
Yep.
I did not see the taunt, but yes, full board still for ChongGEr, pretty good. Buzzard is actually working in his favor a little bit if he draws any more beasts. Yeah. So we are just waiting on. Is there anything interesting from the hand of Waning that you can see?
Really, it's just some silence there. You know, here, there, in middle of nothing at all.
Yeah.
I think that he needs to use Shade of Nextramas to try and kill something. Yep. Which is not what he wants. There's also the freezing trap, I think. So shit is probably just gonna bounce back to the hand, which is gonna call GG, I think.
Yeah. Lots of minions, and I can see. Okay, I'm actually watching WaningMoon now. Lots of minions in his hands, but no answer for this defense.
There goes the Druid. And one game down. Seems like WaningMoon's gonna have a little bit of struggle in this series up against ChongGEr. ChongGEr does secure the very important victory over the Druid. And Waning might be a lot of trouble so far. Do know both of them do ban out the Warlock, and what's left for Waning would be the Warrior and the Hunter.
Yep. So
For
1-0
ChongGEr.
in favor of ChongGEr, and ChongGEr still has Mage and Shaman in his stable. So we shall see.
Right, so ChongGEr winning the first game, very important in the first game, was the Druid. That went down, so I hope that WaningMoon's going to be able to bounce back from this series. But it does seem like he's going to have a lot of trouble dealing with that Hunter there.
Yep, absolutely. So, how do you feel about Hunter winning that first match? I think that was pretty, very, very crucial for Hunter. I mean, Hunter inherently doesn't have very, very strong weaknesses. It's pretty solid, especially if it gets a good ramp in the start. A good curve in the start and manages to get some value off of its traps. And yeah, I think Hunter winning that first match is pretty crucial.
Yep, very, very crucial indeed.
So we are now going into the second game. Let's see what Waning has chosen for himself. Of course, ChongGEr is going to stick with his Hunter. And Waning for now is going to go to his Warrior. I'm expecting this to be fully control, and as we can see, Acolyte of Pain and Shield Slam confirms that this is Control Warrior. So Control Warrior versus Hunter.
Yeah, this is where it starts to get a little scary, because if the face Hunter, or rather if this Hunter, I think it's mid-range, is not able to just last out in the mid-game, then Waning would definitely have the late game covered very nicely. It's also the same issue with armor. Looking at the starting hand, it looks completely like shit, but I would say that the Armor Smith is still in the hand there, so it's not completely bad for Waning. I think he needs the AOP before he plays the Unstable Ghoul, but back to the Hunter. Yes, here comes the early aggression already, 2-1 on the field there.
Yep, so I think Unstable Ghoul is a good play here, just to stop whatever opening ChongGEr has.
I agree.
I mean, he's not gonna get maximum value out of Armor Smith yet. He can play that as a turn 3, and then possibly get a proc off of Unstable Ghoul after that. But,
Right.
Yeah. Thinking about it.
Would go for
Yeah.
Unstable Ghoul for sure.
Yeah, Unstable Ghoul.
The only out for ChongGEr here is the Eagle Horn Bow, which I'm pretty sure he doesn't have in the hand.
Yeah. So now some nice removals also already in the hand of WaningMoon. He does have his Brawl. He does have an Execute already and Shield Block. So, okay, so he's gonna get maximum value from his Armor Smith. Now that he can use it to, he can use the proc off of the Unstable Ghoul to power some armor. So that's pretty good.
Yep, like that a lot. So we're gonna see WaningMoon in a bit of a good spot already, and for ChongGEr, nothing much in the hand that looks like he can actually put up a fight so far. He's got that Haunted Creeper, but no real traction there. You're looking for a turn 4 Houndmaster play, but it's not even in the hand there.
And yeah, Unstable Ghoul. Oh, so he does not play the Armor Smith first.
I think he's afraid of something like a Eagle Horn Bow. Just killing the Armor Smith very quickly, resulting in 1 armor gain is not what he wants.
Right. Makes sense. Makes sense. Flare is going to come out now for ChongGEr. And Haunted Creeper. So that's exactly the sort of thing that you want to nice Harrison Jones. So I'm guessing attack Armor Smith into the spider? Or do you think he should bait it? Should he bait whatever the secret is? Were you able to see what the secret was?
Nope. The screen on ChongGEr's side is completely laggy, so not able to see anything at all, but here comes the default kill on the 1-2. The only reason why I don't like this play is that the Spectral Spider next turn will kill the Armor Smith. Unless he doesn't hit that and just pass. It should be fair.
So nice. So the Armor Smith suddenly, picked up a sword and got all sorts of beefy 3/3 now. And definitely something you want to remove as the hunter. I'm guessing that. Oh, so we don't know. So we know it's not snipe. So we don't know yet what trap it is. And ChongGEr thinking about it.
Right. And here it seems like he doesn't really have a choice. This is a very good play by Winning. Simply because the Armor Smith is not really going to care much about a 1-2. And I think he's actually going to test the water with the 2-2, knocking on the 1-2 first, to see what kind of a situation it is. If it's a freezing trap, that's pretty fine. If it's a explosive trap, then yeah, that sucks, but so be it. He gets 2 armor of it, and it's still not that bad. Value is not really lost in that trade there.
Yep, absolutely. So kill command. He does not want any piece of that Armor Smith getting any sort of advantage. And he's just going to take that out. And 2 shield blocks now in the hand of WaningMoon. He's going to test the waters, as he said. The 2-2 freezing trap going to come down. And yeah, shield block for the armor gain. Baron Geddon, awesome card against Hunter. Just able to clear out all those smaller minions like the spiders. Yet be far away enough from the range of their attack, unless, of course, like a kill command comes into play, or yeah.
Coin Savannah High Main, here we go. Good stuff. 6-5 on the field with barely nothing. On WaningMoon's side of the board, it seems like the 6-5 is going to be here to stay for a while.
I think Cruel Taskmaster into execute. How do you feel about that?
Pretty fine. I think it's fair. You don't really have to deal with much of the high main, but that will spawn 2 2/2s, and those 2/2s will be quite a hassle to deal with. Do note he does have brawl, but I don't think you brawl here. That's just ridiculous to brawl here.
Yeah. No value whatsoever from the brawl since spiders and the hyenas come out. Gosh. Death's Bite into execute. And then Baron Geddon next turn, possibly? I mean, he does have the shield block to compensate for later on. And then he can also use the Death's Bite for taking out the spider for the proc later. Oh, he's gonna go for the spider instead. Why do you think he didn't go for execute for the Savannah Hymen?
I'm thinking that he's actually planning to play Baron Geddon next turn.
But then, oh, okay. So there's no Belcher.
Yeah, this is a problem now. All of a sudden, the plan is in a lot of trouble.
Yep.
You can't kill the... No, wait. Yeah, you can kill the bear. You can kill the Slash Belcher. but the 6-5 will still be there. So here brawling would make sense. Right, good stuff. And he brawls. Hopefully the spiders come back out. Is it? Nope, the spiders are not out, and it's the most irritating piece of shit ever. It's the 6-5 Savannah High main. Still quite sticky with a taunt to protect it. Oh my god, completely misfired the plan there.
Yeah, so that's why I was wondering why he didn't go for the lion instead, since that would have set up Armageddon for the 2 damage to take out the hyenas. And then he could have used...
I think he was being a bit greedy.
Yeah, maybe, possibly.
In trying to clear the spiders as well. But the mid-range hunter is not like he has got a lot of value so far. 1 brawl gone. Normally Control Warrior only run 1 brawl. But we're also going to see the Houndmaster so far. And I think Houndmaster is pretty fine. You can have the Houndmaster come out and buff up. There we go. That's going to be a taunted up Hyena dealing 6 damage in 1 turn. And as you can see that it's a telltale, or rather a sign of trouble for the warrior once he loses his armor.
Yep, absolutely. And board is starting to fill up now for ChongGEr. No defense yet, but Baron is going to come down and clear out most of the board. That's going to be a 4-1 remaining and a 4-2 remaining for the Hyena. And ChongGEr will have to sacrifice a fair bit and possibly one of his minions to take out the Baron. So he gets Misha instead.
He's got Hunter's Mark and Eagle Hunbow.
Excellent.
He might swing that over or just kill command. Why not, right? 7-5, perfect target.
Yep.
Hunter's Mark, there's so many things that Hunter's Mark can be used for against Ragnaros, against Alexstrasza.
But in this case, he wants to maintain his board position, possibly wants to get rid of this.
I think kill command here is definitely the way to go. Kill the 7-5, flood the face, you know, pressure the warrior to play defensively.
Yep, I completely agree. So ChongGEr thinking about it. I like the kill command play. And we have rope burn. He's gonna go for bow into hero power. I guess he's confident that he just wants to bring down WaningMoon down to as little health as possible. Ooh, execute. And 50-50.
Right, and this is where you regret what you did last summer. No! Wow, WaningMoon's Ragnaros goes to face directly, so that's gonna be a very interesting position right now for ChongGEr to be in. 9 plus 5 is 14. He's 1 of lethal, by the way.
Oh man. One off lethal. And well, he does have WaningMoon and a timer. He can just go straight for face. Yeah, definitely put down another minion. And see if he can flood the board. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Not enough mana for the kill command, so it's just gonna hold on to that one. And yeah, 1 turn left for WaningMoon to survive. He can Harrison Jones next turn, but that's not. It's just gonna give him 1 card. Yep, straight for face. And WaningMoon. Oh gosh. Okay, so he's gonna go for shield block for sure. He needs that health. Gonna bring him back up to 11. And wow, shield slam. Excellent. He has enough to death spite also. What do you think his play should be? Shield slam the 5-5, the 3-5?
Yeah.
Thinking about using it on Misha at the moment.
He is just really afraid of kill command, and I think that he knows that the Misha must go. Do note that ChongGEr can always pull up a total of 8 damage plus 2 from hero power. That's 10. Waning needs to clear both these minions just to stay alive here, and pray to the Rat God to hit the slime. Oh no, he goes for face, and I think this is it. Right, ChongGEr has got a kill command as well as the Eagle Horn Bow, so that's going to be 8 damage total plus 2 from hero power, that's 10. It's more than enough so far.
Hopefully he doesn't miss lethal.
I think that because of the order of play that he decided with, he's actually... I don't really like the order of play. He used the... did he shield slam the 3-5? He did, right? Alright, then there's nothing he can do there. But oh well, it's over anyway. No difference whatsoever, and we're now gonna have to see WaningMoon down 2-0. Possible for reverse all kill, Katips?
Possible for reverse all kill, definitely. He does have his own hunter, and when you're in hunter mirror match, it's really just a coin flip, depending on the. I'm assuming both of them are running mid-range hunter. But yep, WaningMoon is down his druid and his warrior. His warlock is banned, so he's gonna revert down to his hunter. And as we've seen here, hunter is fully capable of dealing with a lot more control decks, having dealt with WaningMoon's druid and his control warrior. So he is left to his hunter himself. Yeah, pretty much coin flip at this point. Whoever gets the better hand, whoever gets the better removal, whoever gets more value. I'm curious to see, because WaningMoon usually runs a lot of interesting tech cards in his decks. For example, the Alex Trozen, the Druid deck, that was one. And you can't often predict what his tech card is going to be. It's just, a really, really skilled player. And I'm curious to see what his tech is for his hunter.
Right. Definitely like to see the hunter from WaningMoon. But I am thinking that ChongGEr is going to switch his hunter for sure.
You think so? You think face hunter would do better here?
I think it's really up to mind game as to what kind of hunter WaningMoon is going to bring out. And let's just see the coin flip here. And WaningMoon does bring mid-range hunter. And yep. ChongGEr, on the other hand, brings something that looks like an early game face hunter.
What's his mulligan like? What cards did he get?
It looks like lag, but that's double loot hoarder there.
Double loot hoarder. Okay, so WaningMoon is running the... Wow. Okay, so there's his tech card, Cult Master. So Cult Master is kind of like I guess a mini, or not a mini, like a bigger starving buzzard. So web spinner gonna come out perfectly for WaningMoon, just enough to be able to proc Undertaker. So I was thinking about that.
Too juicy to ignore. I think for sure you want to play the web spider here. Web spinner, sorry. And that's gonna kill the 2-1, so ChongGEr gets one card, but may not have the traction yet in this game.
You definitely, as a face hunter, you don't want to lose tempo to a mid-range hunter, because obviously once the defense has settled, you're gonna be in a bit of a pinch. So yep, Animal Companion. Is it gonna be Leok for the bonus?
Yes, it is.
There you go, 3 damage and 2 for the mad scientist. And let's see what he gets out of that one. Okay, I mean, Emperor Cobra.
Not that bad, really. Not that bad.
Not that bad. I mean, yeah.
ChongGEr with that lag there will not be able to see the secret, but it looks like he's got a snake trap in the hand, as well as another loot hoarder with 2 kill command there already. So gonna go ahead and put the timer on his opponent. Hopefully it's gonna be in time for that double kill command shenanigan there.
I would attack with Undertaker. Hope it's freezing trap.
It's explosive.
Oh no, it's explosive, unfortunately. And coin into Sludge Belcher, I suppose.
Yep, good play, good play. Sludge Belcher is going to be a bit of a trouble for ChongGEr to deal with, because now it's a 4-5 and he's going to have to expend the kill command if he really wants to cut through this beast here.
And I'm sure Waning Moon has identified that this is a face hunter deck with loot hoarders. So putting up a strong defense is, I think, the best idea at this point.
Exactly, and do note that there is also the Flare in the hand for ChongGEr, so that's also an option I could actually play here. But I think that he's not so much obsessed with the Flare right now. He might just want to wait for the second one before he uses it for card draw. Right now it's more about keeping the Flare just in case that there might be some secrets coming from WaningMoon's side. But so far the game looks like it's going towards WaningMoon slightly.
Well, he definitely has the board control, so yeah. Let's see what ChongGEr's answer is.
Kill command.
Kill command, okay.
Not my favorite, but I guess it gets the job done. And plays a very sneaky secret, baiting WaningMoon to believe that it's explosive trap, but that guy is a seasoned warrior, he's just gonna try anyway.
Yeah, I think. Well, oh, he's not
really?
gonna go for it.
Okay.
I think he might be waiting for his own Flare. Just to
maybe.
Get some value out of it.
And also just to observe the opponent a little bit, 1 or 2 turn will tell a lot about the cards at hand. If ChongGEr does not address the 2/2, it's pretty clear that it's a explosive trap, whereas if he does do that, then it's pretty clear that it's not an explosive trap. But here comes the kill command. Leaves all the question unanswered at the end of his turn.
So 2 Cult Masters now in hand for Waning Moon. I think that would be a decent play if you play Cult Master first and get some cards off of the deaths of the slimes. I mean, of the oozes.
Okay, Snake Trap.
There we go. I think he can unleash the hounds also.
So with that said, ChongGEr just saved himself 4 damage from Waning Moon because he didn't attack the past turn. Unleash the Hound, do you do it here? Just to clear the Snake Trap?
Yep.
And Leok is just providing so much value for Waning Moon the longer he stays on the board.
Absolutely. So Waning Moon putting the timer also on ChongGEr. Hero Power is going to go out. And doggies are going to do their business. 21 health left for ChongGEr. Not looking good for him at this point. Almost a full board for Waning Moon and solid control, it looks like.
There is the Unleash the Hound for ChongGEr. He could also play that.
Wow, that will clear Waning Moon's entire board.
Yep.
Everything is at 1 health. And if Waning had played Cult Master, he could have gotten massive value.
Clearing the board here really is bad for Waning Moon. If ChongGEr managed to do it, it's really bad because Waning don't really have a follow-up play after this turn. So here comes the Unleash the Hound, and we're also going to see probably a Summon Animal Companion. Just to get an advantage on the board that's currently looking like it's empty.
We haven't seen HearthstoneSEA yet in this tournament. I'd really like to see him, please.
Right, HearthstoneSEA. Very good card.
Sorry,
in fact,
I mean Huffer, not HearthstoneSEA, Huffer.
I like HearthstoneSEA. I do. It's just that it's not really viable for competitive play. Huffer on the flip side, yeah, for sure, I like to see that as well. But here comes the Bloodfin Raptor. Efficient utilization of resources there. You're gonna deal 2 damage as well, but will not play the Summon Animal Companion yet.
Emperor Cobra is gonna come down. I mean, I guess that's the best use of his of that minion, I guess. And then maybe Freezing Trap just to get rid of the Raptor, and put the timer. Put the timer on ChongGEr with a hero power. I don't know. That's how I'd play it. That's exactly 7. Emperor into freezing into hero power, or would you play Snake Trap?
Snake Trap for sure. Snake Trap. Yeah. He needs to try and proc off the Cult Master just to get some extra lead in this game against ChongGEr.
So any answers? What's the follow-up for ChongGEr? Okay, Flare. Ooh, okay, awesome. I think Flare is what this. I mean, what's gonna determine winners in a hunter matchup. I mean, in a hunter mirror, whoever gets the most value out of a Flare at the right time, usually it snowballs into a win.
He also gets a Knife Juggler, so he's gonna have some synergy in his hand there. 7 mana for him, and it looks like he definitely will play Knife Juggler with some other minions as well.
So he's gonna be sacrificing his Raptor to that. Here comes Animal Companion. Is it? Yes, it is, Huffer! Alright. I am happy. I've seen Huffer this tournament.
And what's interesting is that we're also going to be able to see both of their life total down to 17, it seems. Okay, maybe not. Lepelgnome's going to come out here, so that's going to be 18 versus 17. But WaningMoon looking like it doesn't have answers.
Oh gosh. I mean,
I personally
nobody
feel
wants...
that. Sorry, I
Sorry,
personally
go
feel that Snake Trap doesn't really work well with Cult Master. I feel that it works a lot better with Starving Buzzard.
Yeah.
Nine damage from ChongGEr right off the bat. 4 from the Arcane Golem and 2 more from the Hero Power. So that's going to be a total of... Wow! Silence as well. He's just going all in right now. Hoping that the Knife Jug does the dirty work here.
And here comes the face component of this Face Hunter. Arcane Golem.
Oh,
ChongGEr knows what's up. He's just going to go straight for face. Timer is ticking down for WaningMoon. That is 6 health left. 4 health now from Hero Power. And I don't see Waning with 15 damage.
Yes, and it does seem like it's going to be Snake Trap. So that is going to help Waning clear the Huffer, as well as probably the Arcane Golem, maybe even the Knife Jug, but
then
oh, he's down to 2. Oh, Animal Companion though, maybe Misha? Is Misha going to be here for WaningMoon? That's the question here. Yeah, no.
No, it's Huffer.
You know.
And
and it's game.
that is game. Wow.
What? He can still play the Cult Master and draw the rest of his decks out. He still has got 3 mana to work with, so it still may not be over yet.
What can he draw? What can he draw with that he can play with?
Alexstrasza. No, I'm just kidding. Probably something. Houndmaster is fantastic.
Houndmaster.
Look at that, but no mana for that.
Off.
Kill Command.
Is
You
it
have to.
enough?
Oh, he goes for face though, and all into face. Kalsi quits, and WaningMoon is out of this competition already. Now gonna have to play the bronze match. What a twist of event! ChongGEr goes through to the grand finals. Oh wow!
We weren't expecting a 3-0. I mean, we had our own.
Definitely not a 3-0. Definitely
3-1
not.
and a 3-2, but 3-0 with Hunter. Wow,
And
Hunter's
ChongGEr
back.
must be jumping so far. I think I can see him from my house right now, jumping so high. Look at that! That's crazy, man. That means that he secured just at least 150 Singapore dollars guaranteed, and now we'll be playing for 300.
Wow, that's crazy. We were not. I mean, Hunter's back. Welcome back, Hunter, to the top of the meta. Even without the Starving Buzzard, we saw Hunter take out this. I mean, that was Face Hunter in the last one. I mean, you know, okay, let's talk about that. He changed to Face Hunter in the very last match. That was a huge risk. I mean,
Yep.
he probably expected that WaningMoon was going to change to mid-range Hunter. It's I mean, the more standard, it's the more stable one. Do you think it was smart of him to risk not getting his face components right away and then losing to the control of the mid-range Hunter? Or do you think it was carefully calculated on his part?
I think he made a wild guess, went with his feelings, and decided that Waning will pull a fast one on him, thereby picking up the Face Hunter, just so that he can actually counter the Hunter from Waning. The Hunter from Waning definitely isn't a Death Rattle one. There's no way that is Death Rattle, so I'm thinking that was pretty well calculated coming up from his side.
And how do you feel
I'm
about
just pleased?
the Cult Master? That obviously was his tech card. And
Oh, man.
that did not work out for him at all.
Yeah, it didn't work out for sure. Personally, felt that a lot more could be done with the Buzzard than the Cult Master, but it seems like they really like that card now because of the Buzzard nerf, and I can understand why. But sometimes you really just need to be confident about it. Cult Master's play with Snake Trap is very different. Cult Master needs Snake Trap to proc first before you trade, which is still fine, but in that instance, just like, you know, in the game just now, you don't get the cards beforehand and you cannot plan, you know, what some of the options that are available. Generally, there's not much difference, but the style around it is very different, and you have to just be very careful once you try and go deep into that, into those thoughts there. And I guess that generally WaningMoon is just bad draw all over again rather than anything else. I would say that he completely played on tilt the moment he lost his Druid, and I think he was most confident in the deck. It showed once again that, you know, the viewers are right, everyone was right, that if you take down the Druid with the Hunter, if you win with the Hunter for game 1, you're generally just gonna win everything. Some ballsy statement coming out from you know, people who are not even in the tournament, but I guess they made a very good read there, and huge props to that.
Yeah. So yeah, like you said, possibly bad luck also on the part of WaningMoon with his draws, not getting his stuff in the right order, or not getting the tech cards that he needed. For example, in that last game, he only got value out of one Snake Trap. He got both of them, and a freezing trap, not really what he needed to survive, not really what he needed to gain tempo, unfortunately. So yeah.
Right. And I guess we are gonna go for a short 3 minutes break while we check on the other semifinals that's happening in the background. That will be Stas versus Iron Biscuit. And very happy to see that game for sure. Let's hope that it would be pretty exciting and up to standard. So that's a Discuss is brought to you by both Babael, that's me, as well as Katips. Hope you guys enjoyed this cast, and see you guys in the wall. Don't go anywhere. 3 minutes break, and just be here.